Hey ladies, despite popular opinion, good-looking people have it harder in this world, and a lot of people want to make your life harder because of it. So I thoroughly do believe that pretty people are under attack, especially in the day and age we're in, where you can make social media a full-time job just off of your face card and your body and how you present. And I think because of that, people want to make people feel bad for taking alternative routes when it comes to making their money. It's almost like people want to keep you asleep and thinking that you have to subject yourself to toxic workplaces just because they subjected themselves to it. And the second you get a little selfish and a little bit self-focused and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go an alternative route and be a content creator. I'm going to go an alternative route and work a remote job that pays me great, but I don't have to do shit. I'm going to go a different route, invest my money and have my money work for me so I can sit at home and do my hobbies and do my passions. It's almost like there is an issue with beautiful women waking up and realizing that they don't have to subject themselves to certain environments for a paycheck. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I was on LinkedIn the other day scrolling, and as you can imagine, because the job market is shitty, people are complaining, frantically searching for their next job opportunity, and there's a ton of negativity on LinkedIn right now. And one post I came across was a post about how TikTok is coming to an end soon, potentially. We all know about the ban, and of course, you have a lot of Gen X's and boomers on LinkedIn who chime in and give their 2 cents. The post was speaking about how a lot of millennials and Gen Zs are opting out of traditional career paths to pursue social media full time. And of course, the older generation was chiming in under the comments saying how young people need to get a grip. Social media isn't a real form of income. You should have something solidified when it comes to your career, something that is more traditional, almost like with this tone that it's too bad that there are millions of Americans that could potentially be losing their livelihoods because TikTok is going away. And they were basically trying to say, haha, you thought you had it easy, or you thought having a social media presence and posting selfies all day was going to make you rich. That was never something you should have banked on because social media is here today and gone tomorrow. As if an office job can't be here today and gone tomorrow. Like, be for real. So what I'm getting from all of this is a lot of people, I don't care if they're 15 or 50, a lot of people are pressed that beautiful women, beautiful people in general, are getting to a bag and living their life on easy mode. I talk about this on my channel about how it's so important that gorgeous girls and exoticals specifically, because this is an exotical channel, need to seek out forms of income that allow them to live life at ease. And I will always advocate for those things. I never advocate for the hard, get it out the gutter, work till your back breaks type of work, because that has never been lucrative. That has never served us. And we always end up getting the short end of the stick in those situations. And so just seeing the discourse on LinkedIn about, just how people are getting to their money these days is really telling of like how people feel about attractive people, because we all know that for the most part, not to say all, but for the most part, the people who are successful on social media are attractive. People want to see beautiful people. That's just a known fact. People enjoy beauty. People enjoy makeup. They enjoy fashion. They enjoy seeing people express themselves when it comes to their external. And so those are the people who are seeing tons of success. And they've learned that, hey, attractiveness is a currency. Beauty is a currency. I can actually make a living. I could make a normal office job salary, or even in some cases, a damn neurosurgeon salary, a criminal attorney salary, off of social media alone. And I think this level of autonomy over our lives that a lot of beautiful people are tapping into, I think it scares the older generation. I think it scares the generation that has been hoarding their wealth, the people who create organizations and corporations who need worker bees, and people who are living paycheck to paycheck and are like addicted to a paycheck. It scares these types of people. And if I'm being honest, the types of people that were under that post were white men and white women. And it's so funny because these are the same people that are supposed to have privilege, right? So if you're in a privileged place, you shouldn't be worrying about quote unquote lowly, bottom of the barrel scraping influencers and content creators, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on other social media platforms getting to their money. You shouldn't be concerned about them because in your life and in your little castle on a cloud, you have it all and you have wealth and you have stability. So why does it bother you that people from all walks of life are getting to this money? Why are you so bothered by that if you're secure in your quote unquote privilege? And it's like the second they realize that someone else can attain the same levels of privilege they can, then all of a sudden it's not okay. Oh, we need you guys to get back to work. They need to get rid of social media. We need people back in the workplace. We need worker bees. And they'll say things like, get a real job, get in the field like the rest of us. Like that's kind of the attitude and the tone and the rhetoric that they're spewing. They feel like you should be going a traditional route. But when you go in these traditional routes, like I spoke about in my other video the other day, you literally are met with people saying, damn, why are you even working here? So it's so funny because they'll try to influence you to get a traditional job and to work a corporate job and to just be one of the sheep. But when you get there, they're gatekeeping upward mobility, they're gatekeeping promotions, they're making that workplace hostile for you, they're isolating you, they're smearing your name, they're creating gossip and slander. Why should we subject ourselves to that for a paycheck when you are clearly showing me in your actions that I literally am not meant to be here? In their words and in their actions, they contradict the want for us to be in those spaces. Because when we are in those spaces, we are not nurtured, we are not appreciated, we're treated like celebrities. So it's about time we start acting like one. So pretty people are under attack right now. It's just given the climate we're in with politics, given the climate with finances and with just the world and where everyone is at. I feel like a lot of beautiful people are under attack right now because people know that beauty is currency and that sooner or later, a lot more beautiful people are going to realize that they don't need to be in certain work settings that don't nurture them. A lot of beautiful people are opting out of being abused in the workplace. A lot of beautiful people are realizing that there's currency in beauty and that beauty is a currency, and they're realizing that they can go alternative routes. And a lot of people are scared of that. People who don't benefit from pretty privileges, people who have been brainwashed to believe that the only way they can make income is through the traditional routes, becoming a lawyer, an engineer, a doctor, a veterinarian. And it really all boils down to you wanting to live life on easy mode. A lot of people take offense to you wanting to live life on easy mode. A lot of people will hate on you for not having a normal job or not wanting a normal job, specifically when you're beautiful, because it's like, they don't want you to realize your privilege. Like, I got a comment the other day of someone saying like, yeah, beauty is a blessing and God blesses you with it, but never get too full of yourself and always remain humble and remember it can be taken away. People love to try to bring you back down to earth, right? Like they want to like drag you down to their level and try to remind you that you need to be humble. But like what these people don't realize is like a lot of beautiful people are humble. A lot of us were humbled from a young age. A lot, like, let's really talk about it. A lot of us were living in a suppressed state because we either had family that hated us and was jealous of us and made us feel small. A lot of us were bullied in school. A lot of us were in abusive situations. A lot of us grew up in a situation where we didn't realize our worth until we were a lot older. And so if you see me spitting on this channel, it's because I came from the mud. I came from a place where I had to literally crawl myself out of toxicity, abuse, and suppression. Okay? I came into adulthood in the negative in all aspects of life. And I had to literally claw and climb myself out of the muck that the world had put me in because they were threatened and insecure and jealous. But this is just yet another example of how people like to quietly and covertly humble you and silence you and also low-key attack you for being loud and proud about your beauty and who you are. Hence why I made this video, because I really do feel like beautiful people, pretty people are under attack in all aspects. Workplace, socially, familially, financially, spiritually, emotionally. It's getting out of control. So ladies, drop down in the comment section, let me know your thoughts, and I'll also be leaving my email in the description box so you can share any stories that you have with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.